Hey there, good buddies. Today we're going to make the tasty nectar known as vanilla extract. It's a thrifty way to make high quality gourmet vanilla and it makes a perfect holiday gift. So let's get started. Behold the simple ingredients and tools required for our elixir. Grade B vanilla beans, clean jars, a shitload of decent quality vodka, and a knife. The sharper the better, like my fabulous Wusthof blade. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I almost got strip searched by the TSA because I had a bunch of knives in my carry-on luggage? But that's a story for another time. Let's pause and talk about the ingredients for just a minute. You might be wondering why grade B vanilla, which by the way is also called extract grade vanilla, and not grade A vanilla. The only difference between the two is the moisture content. Grade A beans have more water, but we don't want or need water. Grade A are more expensive, so if you buy grade A for extract, you're paying extra for water. Now the vodka. Don't skimp and get the super cheap stuff, but also don't splurge and get the top shelf stuff. We're not going to be drinking it, you lush. Smirnoff is generally considered a pretty clean tasting vodka and it's affordable, so that's what I always use. Next we'll talk ratio. For single fold or single strength extract, which is what you would generally find at the store, you'll want 1 ounce of beans per 8 ounces of alcohol, also known as a cup. You'll probably wind up buying beans by weight anyway, but if not, here's a quick bean count chart. If you want, you can double the beans and make double fold extract, which is what pastry chefs use. Then you can use half as much vanilla as the recipe calls for, or you can use the same amount with double the vanilla flavor. You'll actually save a little bit of money since you only need half the alcohol for double strength extract. Now, some recipes say you need to cut the beans lengthwise and scrape out all the seeds, but I say fet to that. It's a pain in the tuchus, and it makes no difference. So chop the beans into 1/2-inch pieces, and if your knife isn't very sharp, you might need to cut the beans one at a time. Don't lose any digits. Behold our bevy of beanie bits. Can you believe we're almost done? You're going to want to pay attention to this next part because it's kind of complicated. Grab your jar, pour in the beans, fill the rest of the way with vodka, screw on the lid, and label with the type of bean and the date. I was just kidding about it being complicated. It's so easy, it's almost embarrassing. The 2 most common beans you'll find are Madagascar Bourbon and Tahitian. The Madagascar is what you're probably used to getting at the store, but I like to make both because they are different. Make sure the lid is on tight and give it a good shake. Now is the hardest part. We wait for at least 4 weeks, giving it a shake every day if you can. If you miss a day, it's not that big of a deal. And you want to store it in a dark place like inside the cupboard or a closet. And if you don't have space somewhere like that, get creative. Stick a Frida Kahlo sock or a paper bag over the jar to block the light. I personally recommend the sock, but whatever floats your boat. After 4 weeks, you can start using the extract. Here's mine after 6. Bottle it up for gifts or keep it all for yourself. You can let this steep for up to 6 months or even longer. As you use the extract, just top it off with a little vodka for an almost never-ending supply. When it comes to bottling, I think it's easiest to strain it into a measuring cup and then pour into the bottle. If your extract is only 1 or 2 months old, go ahead and throw a few bean chunks into the bottle and it'll keep extracting while you or your gift recipient uses it. I like to use these handy little dropper bottles. They're less messy, and bonus, you can pretend you're a 19th century dope fiend getting high on laudanum. Or not. That's it. If you don't want to miss any tutorials, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also check out whatthecraft.com for more tips, tricks, and sewing patterns that'll knock your dick in the dirt.